The stench of rendered fat, hot and cloying, clung to Hans like a shroud. Behind him, a single, frayed rope dragged in the dust, its end gnawed clean. Just the lingering, greasy scent of failure and the distant, satisfied yelps of village dogs. He was a creature of rote, a vessel for instruction, yet each lesson seemed to curdle upon impact, transforming into something grotesque and utterly useless. This wasn't a story of grand heroes or tragic lovers. This was the quiet, insidious unraveling of a mind, or perhaps the slow, agonizing birth of one. In a forgotten corner of a gray, perpetually damp village, a mother's endless, patient counsel met the blank, unyielding canvas of her son's understanding. Each morning, the same ritual, the low thrum of her voice, the shuffling of his heavy boots, the promise of behaving well. The air, thick with the scent of wood smoke and damp earth, bore witness to these futile exchanges. His journeys to Gretel's cottage were a pilgrimage of expectation, not contribution. He arrived empty-handed, a gaping maw awaiting sustenance, not of food, but of objects. Gretel, a silhouette against the perpetual twilight, would offer him simple gifts. A needle, glinting sharp in the dim light. A knife, its steel cold against his palm. A goat, its bleating a raw sound in the stillness. Each gift, a test. Each instruction from his mother, a riddle he was destined to misinterpret. He learned, or so he thought. The needle, first lost in a hay cart, then dutifully, absurdly, jammed into his sleeve. The knife, meant for a pocket, now a dangerous bulge in his clothing. The goat, a living creature, suffocated, a tragic, furry lump in his trousers. Each mistake, a grotesque parody of the last lesson. The wind, a constant, mournful sigh through the skeletal trees, seemed to whisper his mother's exasperated, "That was ill done," Hans into the very stones of the village. He was a mirror reflecting a distorted reality, a student mastering only the art of misunderstanding. And the cycle, relentless, continues. Centuries later, the ghost of Hans lingers, not in ancient texts or dusty scrolls, but in the frustrating echo of misinterpreted instructions, in the absurd consequences of blind obedience, in the quiet, chilling realization that sometimes the most dangerous ignorance isn't a lack of knowledge, but a profound inability to truly learn. A slow, inevitable march toward ruin, fueled by the very lessons intended to guide him.